everyone, it's Rachel here from RachandBellaCrafts. I hope you're all well. Thank you for joining me again today. Today I'm going to be making a dangle to complete my boho journal, and that'll be the end of our inspiration series then that we've been doing, talking about ways to find inspiration, and also looking at the design team project that I was doing for Clee Black Creations with that lovely kit. So we will have a look through the journal later, and I'm just going to show you all the different types of ephemera that I've placed in it now, and my finishings. But first I want to finish the dangle. Now the technique that I'm going to use today is new to me. I haven't tried this technique before, so please bear with me if I'm a bit all fingers and thumbs. So what I've done, I've gone ahead and found the pieces of fabric that I want to use for my dangle. So if I just try and bring them a bit closer so you can see what I've got included in my dangle here. So obviously I've got a little bit of gold, a bit of bling thread to go with. I've tried to incorporate it as much as I could with the cover. So I was looking at the colours obviously that were in the front of the journal, and so I've got a little bit of gold thread there. I've got a piece of burgundy sari silk, and this is a sari scrap as well, which I thought was lovely, so it picked up the blue. I've got a nice bit of ribbon there, and then underneath we've got a few lace trims. I thought that detail there was quite nice for boho, and then more of a vintagey colour, and then there's a bit of a twill ribbon there, and then I've taken some of the sari from the sari that is holding the journal closed, so I thought I'd just tied it in quite nicely. So what I've done so far is I have literally just put a little tack stitch in the top just to keep all that together, and I've also gone ahead so that they would weight them down, and I have sewn, well I haven't sewn, I'm fibbing, look at that, I didn't sew them in at all. I used bulb pins to put some charms on the end. So we've got one there that says adore, another one that says wish, and then we've got a beautiful fan which I thought was lovely and very in keeping with the boho style. There we go. So I've also then got, I'm going to use one of these, I'm so sorry I don't know what it's called, but that's what I'm going to use at the top of my dangle to attach it on. And here as well we have a beautiful bead dangle that Bella was sent as a gift from Natalie from Line.Arrow. So we thought that would go really nicely with this journal, so we're going to pop that on the side of here as well, just to really bling up our dangle. And then I've got a small piece of sari then, which I'm going to use to tie around the top, and I may add in this little butterfly charm as well. So let's get started. So what I've done is I've taken a bulb pin and I've just attached that to my pin cushion, because in a moment I'm going to be stitching through and I just need that to sit really still. I'm just going to move the journal out of the way a sec, and you'll have to forgive me if I do go a bit quiet when I'm concentrating, because I have my concentrating face on when I have to stitch. I do hope you're all keeping well, and I just want to also say a huge massive thank you to all of our new subscribers, because we have had a huge amount of you join in the last few days, and it's been fantastic. We've had so much lovely feedback from everybody. It's been really encouraging, so thank you so much, because it was a bit nerve-wracking starting the tutorials. I mean, we've been doing flip through videos for quite some time now, just to show our journals, but that's easy compared to doing this. It is quite nerve-wracking, and it does always seem to take me several hours in the morning to tidy the desk and find everything that I'm going to need to be able to do the tutorial with you. I could really do with my thimble right now, but I can't see it, so I'm just going to have to suck that up a minute. Okay, so what I've just done, I just literally just put a little stitch now in the top of the my little bundle of fabrics there. I'm going to now put the, oh, you're all going to be screaming at me now because I don't know what this thing is called, but I'm going to put that on there now, and hopefully then that will hold the top in a nice shape. almost like putting a bun on your hair. So there we go. I've just threaded that into the thread, and that's going to sit nicely now and make a nice shape on the top there. I'm then going to thread, if I can see the hole, my butterfly on, because I thought that was quite nice too. And then this will be the fun bit, because I'm going to try now and stitch this through the bulb pin. Like I say, this is a completely new technique to me, so I do apologise if I'm all fingers and thumbs. And just to make it nice and strong, I'm just going to go back through into the... It's really hard trying to sew and not get my head in the way. Because as you all know, I can't see very well as it is. I need to get a better light in this room, I think. I don't know, I need a big massive halo over my head, I think, so I can see what I'm doing. And probably a new pair of glasses, which should help. I will go, I'm going to go next week. Children go back to school next week, so I will venture down then, I think. And the shop's reopening here. Yay, on Monday. We will have shops again, non-essential shops. Obviously we've had supermarkets open, but we haven't had any non-essential shops here in Wales since, my goodness, when did they close? The week before Christmas? Yes, they closed actually on the Saturday of the week before Christmas, because I know everybody was finishing school thinking, yay, we're going to have a week now to do our Christmas shopping, and then all the shops shut, and it was just chaos here. But there we are, it's done now, and I should imagine that a lot of lives have been saved in making those decisions. So it's a small price to pay, isn't it, not being able to go to the shops. We mustn't complain. Okay, so I'm literally just going to go through this twice now. Went through there better than I'd hoped, and I'm just going to thread it back through. If I can get another thread through there. It's all getting a bit tight down there now, so it may not go back in again actually. Will it? Oh no, it is. Bear with me a second. No, don't laugh at me now, I'm going to use my pliers. When I first saw Mum's tools, when she was doing dangles and charms, I was like, Mum, really? Pliers? What on earth do you need a set of pliers for? Making jewellery. Now I know. My goodness, that was difficult getting that through there then. Right, okay, we're in. We're through. Job done. Okay, so if I take that off there now so I can get a little bit nearer and see what's happening. Gosh, it's so dull outside today. The light is really not good. I've got the overhead light on as well. Or the big light, as we call it. Is that what you call yours? The big light? I used to say to my dad when I was a kid, Dad, leave the big light on, please. Go to bed. I'm just going to knot that underneath. Just so it doesn't come back undone. There we go. Okay, I made that look way harder than it needed to. It really wasn't that difficult. I just couldn't see what I was doing. Okay, so I've tried to do this in the past with, you know, the wire pieces for dangle making and bead making, but I found that really difficult. My grip is not great, so I thought, right, let's try that with thread this time. It was easier. I literally just couldn't see. Had I had a better light, I probably would have been able to see a bit easier. So there we go. Hope you can see that now. So what I've done, we've got bulb pin at the top. I've stitched then, I've gone through that twice, and I'm using double thread as well. So that's 4 threads then. I've gone back and forth over that. I've got my little butterfly charm, and then I don't know what that's called. We're going to call it a clamp. I don't know. The semicircle thing at the top. I need to check that out. I'll probably know now by the time I post this video. I'll be like, duh, Rach. But I'm not going to overdub it. You all know I don't have the proper words for anything. So, right, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add the sari silk to the top. I'm just going to tie that around there. Literally like when the girls are putting the bun in their hair and you pull your bubble tight and then they shush, is that the right word? Shush a bit at the top like that, just to give you a little bit of a lumpy bit so it looks cool. Awesome. Let's just squash that over the top of there, push that down, and then I may cut those bits off there so they don't dangle around a bit too much. But we'll see. I'm not going to cut those short just yet. I may change my mind and put something else around there. So I just tuck that in there for now. So there we have it. There's the dangle. So that looks quite good. So I'm going to put it that way, I think, against the journal so you can see all the different colours. And then I'm going to just pin this then to the... So one thing I love about these bulb pins, nothing is permanent. If you put something in, you don't like it, you just undo it and take it straight back off again. Here we go. That's beautiful. Lovely addition there of Natalie's dangle. I think that goes just nice. So this now we will attach to the top of the journal. I'm not going to put it on at the moment because I'm going to have a little look through, and I will probably put a rivet in there and we can just then hook that through there. But I think that looks quite nice. What do you think? I think that goes quite nice with the cover on the front. I'm happy with that. It's taken me a week dithering thinking, but okay. So that's our dangle done. So hopefully now that's our journal finished. So let's have a quick look through. So you can see from the top, I hope you've got a good angle there. You can see from the top I've got all the little bits and pieces off, if you remember we did our altered paper clip, so that's what these green tufts are from. This one here is also from the altered paper clip. So, oh, Mum told me off because I didn't zoom in so she could see. So if you have a look, you should be able to see there, I've got that little trim on there. That was taken off a bit of trim. She said, where did you get that nice trim from you on that paper clip? I said, oh, I'm sure it's something you gave me. Everything that she gives me and I then use. And she's like, well, that's nice. I said, yeah, you gave me that. And then I've got these little danglies then on the front, which are probably easier to show you at this angle. Sorry, I hope you can see that all right. It's really hard trying to get that to pan in. There we go. So that's just off an old necklace of Mum's again. She's got the best stuff. She really has. Okay, so let's have a look inside and we'll see then if everything is done and if we're happy. Okay, so our cover. This is vintage fabric that I've used here. I did a bit of a like a patchwork style when I was attaching it to the journal. And then underneath that then is a couple of different layers of lace. I then got a vintage crocheted table mat, which I've put front and back, so that's on the back as well. On this lovely piece of vintage fabric. I had this piece of fabric from my children. They bought it me for my birthday, one of my lovely packages I had. And I thought it just looked perfect with these colours. These trims then I had in a swap parcel from a lovely lady in our group, and I'm going to tag her. I think she has a, I know she's got an Instagram page, and she sells these trims. They're from India, and also had this lovely sari silk as well. It was just perfect because it all just matched. So you want to check out her trims because they are just stunning. So thank you for that, lovely. That was just what the inspiration I needed for this journal. I don't know if you remember me saying when I first started the inspiration series, I was really nervous about doing a boho journal because I've never done one before. I didn't know where to start. It was completely out of my comfort zone. But I've got to be honest, I think I've enjoyed this probably the most out of everything I've done this year. So it's good sometimes, isn't it, to just try something different and push ourselves a bit. So in the front we've got a tuck spot. Could also have been used as a belly band. I've got some ephemera in here. I've got a little scripture card in there from one of our digi kits. I do like to pop a little scripture card in if I can. I love elephants. I do collect elephant ornaments. So I wanted to put a few elephants in, but you can see you can tuck this in there or under here. This is just another bit of, I felt was boho. I thought it just tied in nicely with the colours, and there's a bit of vintage ephemera there then for you to journal on. So that's our front tuck spot. I do like to finish my journals with lots of ephemera. We all have a different style, I suppose. We all have a different way that we do things. And I do like to just stock mine up, but obviously whoever has the journal then, they want to take it all out and put all their own bits and pieces in, then that's absolutely fine. And then they can use the ephemera for something else. So this page here is from the kit, from Brigida's kit. Bohemian, crikey, sorry, I had the name up here on the iPad because I wanted to make sure I got it right. I knew I'd forget. Bohemian Rhapsody. Why do I keep forgetting that? That's really one of my son's favourite songs. But there we go. So, this here is an envelope that I made with a page out of the kit. Another one of the trims that I was gifted, I used on there as well because I thought it was lovely. And inside I just lined it with one of the index pages from Edith Holden. And then I've stitched the envelope on the edges then, just to give it a little bit of a finish. And I've just used different stitches on there then from my machine, and I've used the burgundy thread as well. But I just thought that was just a nice touch. So I haven't put anything in the envelope. Again, that's another one of the pages on the back there. So I do like to try and leave the kit pages. I mean, I couldn't put anything on that page. That page is just so beautiful. I just didn't want to cover it with anything. So I thought, right, if I put an envelope on there, and then that then is a vintage postcard, which again, I thought with the arches fitted the theme quite nicely. And then I just got a paper clip with a little dangle and a butterfly on it, just to finish that page off then. Okay, so happy with that one there. This page here, this is from a Victorian, I can't even remember the name of this book, Victorian Floral album, I think it's called, something like that. And it is literally just full of these pages of beautiful, beautiful drawings of flowers, basically. And this is a trim that I had in a kit that I bought from Sheila from Boho Daydreams. She also does these beautiful trims. So if you're based over in America, ideal, because obviously the postage is quite a lot over to us guys. But when I saw her packs on there, I just had to, but I thought that went lovely. And that is see-through as well, that trim. If you can see the paper through behind. So I've just taken a bit of vintage ephemera here, and I've just added a trim to that. And sorry, my hands are in the way now. And just stitched a little bit of fabric on the side and an old stamp. So I thought that would just finish that off nicely, but that's a nice little writing spot. Again, we talked about belly bands with this journal. So this one is out of the actual digital kit. So I've utilised that as a mini belly band. I just put a little running stitch around the edge just to make it a bit more sturdy. And again, this is off the cover, so it's just a little bit of the fabric I left over, and another lovely bohemian elephant in there. This is one of the clusters that I made with you when we did the embellishments video. That's just a bit of vintage ephemera out of a kit there, like a journaling spot. This is one of the pockets that I made out of the collage session that we did. So I've added one of my clusters to the front of that just to finish that off. And in the pocket then is a tag from the kit, and I've just added the word there, breathe. Just put a little bit of sari material as a tag on the top and a bit of lace at the bottom with some embellishments. I like this card, so I added it. I don't know where it's come from. It was in a box full of bits and pieces Mum bestowed to me, and I just thought that goes lovely with that page. This is one of my pink dye page. I don't know if you can see this page, but let me try and get that in nice and close. But when I dyed the page, I don't know what I did, but it left it with an embossing on it. It was really lovely. If I tried to do that again, it wouldn't happen, you can guarantee it, but I just thought that was a really nice effect. So if anybody's done that and knows how I did that without realising it, you can probably see better in detail on this side. But again, if I just, hopefully the light will catch it, you can see, I don't know if you can see, it's like an embossing on there, but I just don't know what I did. So I like that, I thought that was quite cool. Again, this is another one of our embellished paper clips we made, and a little journaling spot card then from the kit, and then just under that then it's just a blank page to open out and journal on. This is an envelope that Mum made. She's embossed just a junk mail envelope. She embossed that there and aged it, and then she's embellished the front. And then inside then we've just got a few little things, just for you to write on, and a little notebook then made from some scrap paper. So that's just a nice little, if you wanted to just do a bit of journaling, you don't want everybody reading what you're writing, just nice to have those little discreet tuck spot areas to pop your notes away in then. Just little things to remember. And again, another one of our embellished paper clips. This page here is from one of our kits. It is the Floral, Vintage Floral Invoices kit, and they are French invoices and papers, and they have got embroidery and lace also on them. So if you wanted to check those out, they're in our Etsy shop. Just put that back on there, sorry. There we go. So I thought that went quite nice on there. And here we have another one of the mini journal cards from the kit, which I thought was rather lovely. So I just tuck that up under there. Nice writing space there with a bit of ledger paper. This is another cluster. And I've just taken off the kit again. I've just taken that from when I was doing the scrap papering. Scrap papering, that's not the word I'm looking for. What were we doing? We were doing, oh gosh, I can't even think what the word is. Collaging, that's the word I'm looking for. This is the first embellished paperclip that I did, and that's the lovely little tassel that Mum's admiring that she actually gave to me and I cut and put on there. So there we go, Mum, you've seen it now. This page as well is out of the kit, and I wanted to just embellish it with some fabric, so I've put a fabric thing in the side and a lovely little dangle. Here I've used one of the little journaling cards out of the kit and turned it into a pocket, just stitched across the top there. I don't know if you can see the stitch in there, just to make it a little bit more secure. Again, a little bit of the trim from the cover, and then another journaling card from the kit. That's also one of the pages, and I've just literally stitched some sari fabric onto that there. Little half page, journaling spots. Again, that's another one of the altered paper clips that we did. I liked the colours on that because it went nicely with my little bohemian elephant, which is my other running theme alongside the kit. I love this page. I think this is probably my favourite page in the whole book because I just love these colours. And this trim as well is just stunning. That's another journaling card from the kit as well, and there's just a bit of vintage ephemera in there. This here, with the kit as well, there are two pieces in the ephemera kit for you to use for belly band. So rather than use it as a belly band, I've used it here to back this page, just to give the page a bit of a layer. So that does come in that shape. It is shaped with scalloped edges, is it? So you can use that as a belly band as well, but I quite like that there. And I've just taken a time card here, paper clip on the top, but again, that's just ideal for journaling. This is one of the pockets that we made when we did our collage session. In here then, again, just another nice elephant, some more vintage ephemera. I just like the colours. I thought that went well with the red and the blue, because that went with the trim that we used. And again, the colours of the elephant. And again, that's another page out of our vintage invoices kit. This was just something different I wanted to try. So these are little pockets out of the kit. So I thought rather than just dot them about, I'd make something. So we've got a try pocket thing going on this page. So these are the tags from the kit, and I've literally just stitched a little bit of sari material on the top, and they all sit in there quite nicely. So you can write little notes in the back of there. One of my pink dye doilies. I think you've all seen this page plenty of times because it's on the one video that we did with the embellished pages. Again, that's a nice journal card from the kit, and I just stuck that card under there because it just shows what the word bohemian means. This page here is also from the kit, and I've just very loosely gathered and stitched some sari silk fabric on there. I had this as a gift from a lady who I ordered some trims from. It's beautiful, beautiful fabric, and I thought it went really nicely with these two pages here. So we've got a nice book page there. That's come out of a vintage book, but I just thought that is so like I can never think of the word. It begins with an M. It's what we draw. We did it. My son was doing them, funny enough, just before they broke up for mindfulness drawing with his class. So I did sit the one day. He was working on his team's meeting with the class, and I said, I'll have a go at this. So I sat there with my colouring pens. But I just thought that succulent on there looked just like that kind of drawing. So the word will come to me later. This is fantastic. This I saw in a tutorial. I think Carol Laws did the original one, and this is a bit of a take on what she did there, so that really inspired me to try this out. I do like now and again just to try something a bit different. So all I've done to decorate this pocket is stick on one of our embellishments that we did, and in here then you've got a pocket, and then make sure that in there again I've just added that on here. So this opens up. So we've got a flip, and then that then is a nice little, again with a bit of index paper. We don't waste anything when we did holding. Just turn it over, then you've got a nice little pink dyed papers to make some notes on. And then there's a little one of our embellishments on there. That is then tucked into some gold trim. I hope you can see that there. There we go. So I've got a bit of gold trim on that page there. You flap that shut, and then this opens. This is just like the pocket that just keeps giving. So in there you've got a tuck spot. I've added then another one of these lovely little journal cards from the kit to make another little tiny pocket to put my tiny journal card in. Embellishment on the top, and then here we have another tuck spot. It's just fab. I love it. And then we turn the page over and we've got another text part. Here we go. And my elephant, it matches my page. And then on top of that, we've got a try pocket, again, to put these tiny little journaling cards in. That I've added there, I hope you can see that there, that's vellum. So whenever you pop in there, you can still see. And then there's another one then in the side there. So I've just tucked a little bit of vellum in there because I didn't want to bulk it out too much. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pockets in one flip out. Isn't that cool? So if you want to know how to make that, pop over to Carol's YouTube channel, and she's got a demonstration on there that'll show you how to do that with 2 sheets of paper. I think it helps if you, I'm not quite sure if you have to have the same, but I know I did it with matching, so I had 2 sheets of paper that were printed the same back and front, just so that you get that kind of effect that it is all one big sheet of paper. So this is just one of the pages out of our French Florals kit. But yeah, go over and check that out with her, because that was really interesting. So this is another one of our invoices. And then here, this was one of the pockets I made out of our collaging session, and I just stitched some scraps on. So that scrap there is a bit of Edith Holden. We have no waste away. And then that's just a bit of fabric on the end of that one there. And there's a nice little journaling card, and behind that then you've got some vintage music paper. This is a doily. I've just left a few to flap out, and if you want to write there. And then on this side we've got, I made a pocket out of some sari fabric, and I've just trimmed it with lace and added on one of our clusters. And then there's just some boho journaling cards in there. Another page from the kit, which is stunning. And I love this page as well. This one is gorgeous. I've taken a page here from a gardening book. I just thought that went really, really nicely there with those lovely pinky tulips. This is the CD case that we looked at. So I added a embellishment on that then in the end, and I also I unstuck the back again and just went around and did a stitch around it, because I just thought that just finished that off quite nicely. And of course we've got a piece of vellum inside there from the kit, as I showed you in the first video I think that we did of the inspiration series. I think it was the first one, I don't know, you'll have to double check on that. So I've just popped that over the top of the page so that you can take that out, and if you want to pop something inside of it then you can. That's the middle. And then here we've got just a few more journaling spots, and I've just put a nice lace pocket in there. Got another fabric edge in there, and just a little bit of a dangle on there. This is another collage pocket with one of the clusters that we did, and then another tag from the kit. And again, I've just embellished that really very small embellishment on the bottom, because I didn't want to cover over the lovely pattern of the tag. So that's just a bit of old lace underneath, and then a little tag on the top. This here is another one of the trims. Little journaling card there from the kit, so that's a nice little tuck spot. That opens out so you can write inside, and then we close that across there, and then we've got another tuck spot there with another lovely boho trim. This is another journaling card from the kit, and another elephant one. And this is a pocket from the kit. So again, I've just stitched around, if you can just see that there. I hope I'm holding the right bit up to you. I've just used then the burgundy thread to go around the pocket to make it a bit more sturdy, and then added one of my Suffolk puffs with a button and a bit of lace. So I just thought that just ties that page together quite nicely. This was a little bit of trim that I had left over. Is that on the front? No, I don't know where I've used that. I've used that somewhere. Oh, I know, it was in the last journal, the botanical one I did. And I had that tiny, tiny piece left over, and I thought I'm going to just use that as a, so that's just a little tuck spot. No, it's not, I'm fibbing, that's a paper clip. Rachel, I want to say. This is a piece of Mum's Ephemera. It's a bit of, she's just collaged there with some old book pages, and I like that with the poppies. I thought that went nicely with the colouring on that page. And then on the other side, another one of Mum's Ephemeras. She's stamped with a dragonfly on there. I thought you would like these, Chrissy. She loves the dragonflies. And then in here, then we've just got some old book pages, and they've just been stamped at the bottom. But that's just a little note, journaling notepad there. Put that under there. This try pocket page, I actually watched a demonstration on how to do this, I will put the link in the description for the video because it was fantastic. It was so easy to do. I'm so sorry, I can't remember the lady that did it now. I did promise I'd write them down, I forgot. But I will put it in the description. So if you want to know how to make this tri-pocket page, go and check it out. I know she's done a whole series there on different types of pockets and tucks. Oh, they're fascinating, her videos, so do go and check those out. And literally all I've done is I've taken envelopes, just old junk mail envelopes. You can just about see the inside of that one there. And taken vintage book pages. And I don't know, would never thought of this. And I've just literally stuck them to the top of the envelope. And that is your pocket. So your pocket then is made out of the envelope, and you have only had to then use a small section of the vintage book page. So as she did advise, which I thought was great advice, if I just take everything out, you can perhaps see them a bit better. There we go. She said about using different books, so you've got a variety of pages. So I've used a dictionary page here, a music page here, and then I think I said that the Greek book pages I was showing you yesterday. That's a page of that there. So I just thought that looked really interesting. I just embellished it with some stickers then out of my botanical anthology sticker book, and I've embellished it then with these lovely little gems that I was sent from Amber. She's one of the admin in our group, and she sent me that lovely stash rack at the beginning of the month, which I think I did show you. This is another one of Mum's little envelopes. I don't know if you can see it. It's so cute. It's a ditty witty little envelope, and she's taken that again from a junk mail envelope that she's embellished, embossed even, it's the wrong word. She embellished it then with a little flower, and then got a little tuck spot in there. So I thought that looked really nice tucked in there like that. This is another tag from the kit, and I've just used a little bit of fabric scrap on there and put a word on the bottom just to make that stand out nicely. And then they slide in there nicely. Nice thing about using envelopes for pockets is that you don't have that struggle of trying to get things in and out, because everything inside is smooth because it's designed to hold the paper, whereas sometimes when we make our own pockets and you've got the edges on, it can be a bit of a grapple trying to get stuff in. And then the top one then, this is a tag Mum made out of a napkin, and she's just I think she's PVA'd over that, and then on the back she's got some embossed paper. So I thought that looked lovely in there with that trim. There we go. So yes, definitely check out the video though with those pockets. That was fascinating. Got a page there from the kit, doily. And then that's another one of Mum's Ephemera, and I popped that in because I was doing it over Easter. And again, another one of the pockets we made with a bit of embellishment on there. I've put a trim on there with some sari. That's a page from the kit, and I've popped that in because I like the colours. I thought it went wow. That's just out of a botanical book that I've got. And that's a nice pocket there that Mum made for me. What else have we got here? Again, another one from the botanical book, and this pocket then made out of the collaging we did with our embellishment. We've got a little bit more of that lovely sari silk here, and another beautiful page from that kit. Oh, here we are. I didn't stick it in, but I wanted to show you. So I mentioned earlier on about the belly bands that come with the kit. So this is an example of one of them. The other one is in that lovely burgundy colour, but you can literally just pop that onto your page if you want to then, and then you've got a belly band. So I've left this one loose so that whoever has the journal can, if they want to, add it in or use it in a different journal. I didn't want to keep on adding too much because it was getting a bit bulky. But yeah, so that's that there. And then this is an envelope that Mum made just out of junk mail, and I liked it. I wanted to add it in because she's put some lovely wax seal on that, and I just thought that colour went really nice with my sari, so that's gone in there. But that's a great little text spot there for you to pop things away. And I think we're almost there. And then we've got a little bit of ephemera in there. Another one of our pockets, nice little dangly there on our fabric edging. And then the last page of the kit here, I've just put a bit of journaling card on there. And again, this is a piece of ephemera, which I thought went really nicely with this journaling page, the kit page there. And this is the my belly band that I did in that session with you. And in there then we've just got a nice big journaling space that's been coffee dyed. So I think that's it. I honestly do not think I could add any more to this journal if I tried. She is stuffed to the rafters. I always set out thinking, oh, I won't make this one too bulky, but they always end up bulky because I just love adding stuff, and I just kept finding things, and I just think that looks fab. Can you see that on the edge there? I just love all that there with those trims, and she's nice because she's just a little bit bulky. So I will add that dangle on now off camera, so not any pressure to do that up. And then we've got our trim, and that then is our completed journal. So thank you, Brigida, for inviting me to make a journal with one of your kits. It was an absolute pleasure to work with, and like I say, really just took me out of my comfort zone, which was great. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. We'll be back hopefully in our next video to continue with our new botanical one, and we will be looking at some master boards for our pockets and text pots. So take care, have a great day, and I'll be back with you all soon. Thanks, bye now.